Okay, paraphrasing is a crucial technique that you need for your English language ability. Okay, many English language exams test your ability to paraphrase. And we also use paraphrasing throughout the day, okay, throughout our lives. We use it to say something that happened to us or use it to retell a story, okay? So paraphrasing is restating ideas using different words or different language or a different structure. Okay, so take a look at this lecture on paraphrasing. Okay, so this is a lecture on paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is a very important skill to develop when speaking English. It's very similar to summarizing, and it means to be able to restate something using different words or different language. Okay, this is a skill crucial for many different English language tests as well. So how to paraphrase? Okay, so in order to paraphrase, you need to be able to use different vocabulary and restructure the language appropriately. So for example, good paraphrasing requires you to change the vocabulary that is used and requires you to restructure the language. Okay, so notice how both of these statements mean and say the same thing, but how it is said is different. So let's look at some examples. In order to paraphrase, you need to be able to use different vocabulary and restructure the language appropriately. And good paraphrasing requires you to change the vocabulary that is used and requires you to restructure the language. Again, the same example. Notice how paraphrase is a verb in the first example and a noun in the second example. So you can see the blue word is how paraphrase changed. And then the red words, we have requires and you need to be able to. So this is the same meaning, but it's just used, two different words used to express the same meaning. Okay, changing the vocabulary is the same as using different vocabulary. So to use different vocabulary and to change the vocabulary. This is the same meaning here. Some words are the same, but notice how the order of the sentence has also changed. Okay, here's an easier example. You need to study a lot to improve your English, or to improve your English, you need to study a lot. In this example, all we did was change the order of the sentence. Okay, so this is also paraphrasing, changing the structure of the sentence. Or we could also say we could change some of the words. To become a better English speaker, you need to always study English language materials. So this also means the same thing, but we paraphrased, we changed the words and the structure. Okay, let's look at another example. I think that society should focus on improving the quality of life for older individuals. I believe society's main focus should be improving the quality of life for older generations. So again, look at how some of the words changed and how the order changed a little bit. So believe and think mean the same thing. Again, focus becomes a noun in the second example. In the first example, it is a verb. We have to change the preposition for each example based on the verb it follows. Okay, and in this case, older individuals and older generations mean the same thing. Okay, so those are some examples of how we can paraphrase. So it's important to change the structure of the language or to use a variety of vocabulary words when paraphrasing. Okay, so that's it for paraphrasing. Notice how there is more than one way to paraphrase. There are many different ways and not one way is correct. Okay, so practice paraphrasing. Find an article or read something or even watch something and paraphrase what happened. Write a summary about what happened. Or change a sentence and write it again in your own words. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. As always, questions, let me know. And please like and share. Help me out. Help me promote this video and get it out to other students as well. Okay, so we'll see you next time.